Welcome to English with Teacher. I'm Teacher. Thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you're having a great day. It's a beautiful day out there. So, everyone, please like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions, any suggestions, any comments, anything, please leave them in the comments section below. I look forward to it. Also, please watch the video through to the end. We're doing way better on this. It's really helping the channel. Okay, so today we are doing more advanced English. This is the most advanced. I always tell people, if you can read, understand the Bible, you can read and understand anything. Okay, so I always test my students with the hardest things, and I teach them in the hardest things. That way the easy things are going to be easier for them. If you only teach people in the easy things, then they're going to be lost when it comes to the hard stuff. So, I not only get to spread a good word, I also get to teach on a level that's going to help people anywhere in life. Plus, some really good philosophies on how to live. But anyways, that's another story. So, today we will be studying. We are in 1 Corinthians 4, chapters 1 to 9. And I will be doing this with my wonderful, studious, brilliant co-host. Sir, would you please introduce yourself?
Hi teacher, hi everyone. I'm Phat. I'm 17 years old. I'm from Vietnam.
Thank you very much for joining me today, Phat. So, as always, I will first ask you to read the verses in front of you.
Paul is relationship with the Corinthians. So look at Apollos and me as mere servants of Christ, who have been but put in
charge right
of explaining God's mysteries.
Think of it as an I. Yeah, mysteries.
Mystery. Now, a person who is but good in charge as a manager must be faithful. As for me, it matters very little how I might be evaluated.
Okay, so hang on. Evaluated. Right. It's like your name where you pronounce both vowels, right? So, or no, not your name. Sorry, your friend's name. So you pronounce the I and the E. So it's TN, right? So it's the same thing. Evaluate. You pronounce the U and the A. Evaluated.
Yeah. Evaluated.
Perfect.
Yeah. By you or by any human authority, I don't even just my own judgment on this point. My conscience.
Whoa, watch. Conscience. Right, like essays. Shens.
Shens.
Right.
Conscience.
Perfect.
Is clear. But that doesn't prove I'm right. It is the Lord Himself who will examine me and decide. So don't make judgments about anyone ahead of time before the Lord returns, for He will bring out darkest secrets to light, and will reveal our private motives. Motives.
Right.
Then God will give to each on whatever praise He due. Dear brothers and sisters, I have used Apollos and myself to illustrate what I've been saying. If you pay attention.
Okay. Tion is pronounced like shun. 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 Shun.
Shun.
Right. So attention.
Attention.
Right. Perfect. So anytime you see tion, think of it like shun. Shun.
Shun. Yeah. Do what I have worded from the scriptures. You won't be proud of one of your leaders at the expense of another, for what gives you the right to make such a judgment? What do you have that God hasn't given you?
Okay, hang on. I want you to just clean that up a little bit. Hasn't. Right.
Hasn't given you. If everything you have is from God, why was as so? If it were not a gift, you think you already have everything you need. You think you are already rich. You have begun to reign.
Yeah.
In God's kingdom with fullness. I wish you really were reigning already, for then we would be reigning with you.
Nice.
Instead, I sometimes think God has but goodness apostles on display like prisoners of war at the end of a widow's parade, condemned to die. we have become a spectacle
Spectacle.
spectacle to the entire world, world to people and angels alike.
Very good, sir. Very good. I I would never have anyone think that this is easy, honestly. There's people who speak English that struggle with some of the pronunciations in the Bible. Like I said, this is why we learn from it, because it's difficult. Okay, so now let's talk about it. So let's look at verses 1 and 2. What is Paul saying there?
Paul say, look at Apollos and Paul as mere servants of Christ, and to a person who is but would in charge. A person who is put in charge
Right.
thus is must be faithful.
Right. So what it's saying is that Paul and Apollos, right, aren't your way to be saved. Paul and Apollos aren't God. They're not Jesus. They're not the scriptures. Okay? They're just in charge of explaining this to you. Okay? And as someone who's in charge of explaining it to you, like I try to do my best, right? They have to be faithful. So they can't add to it. They can't twist it to make it sound a certain way. They have to present it honestly. Right? So that's being faithful. They have to, hang on a sec, that bugs me. Okay, they have to explain it in an honest way without their personal feelings changing the message. I think that's a problem actually a lot of churches have, is the pastor's personal feelings start to infringe on the message that they're delivering. And so that they're not delivering a pure message of what's in the Bible. They're delivering the message from their perspective instead of the scripture's perspective. Okay. So, let's do 3 and 4.
Paul says told Paul them evaluated by you and by any human authority. Paul uh, Bố don't even just my own. Just.
Okay, so you have to change that a little bit, okay? Instead of don't, so you have to use Paul doesn't, okay, trust his own judgment. Okay, so don't gets changed to doesn't, and instead of my, because you're talking about him, right, doesn't trust his own judgment. You see that? Perfect. Good.
And 5. Don't make judgment before the Lord returns.
No.
And God will bring out darkness to light.
Will bring what?
Bring out.
Bring out.
Darkness.
Repeat that. Bring out.
Bring out darkest.
Oh, bring our darkest.
Bring our darkest to light, and will reveal our private motives.
Nice. Okay, so and this is an interesting one, right? It matters your heart. A lot of people do good things, but their intention is for themselves. And some people do things that don't look as good, but their intention is to help. Right? And so your intention is your heart. Okay? And God judges people on their heart more than their actions. So it's not just what you do, it's why you do it that matters to God. Okay? Some people want to be a pastor to spread the word of God and to help others. Some people want to be a pastor to get rich. Right? So both people are out doing stuff, but their intentions are different, and God knows this. So when God judges people, He's going to judge them more on their intentions. So that's very that's something that we really have to pay attention to, is what our heart is when we're doing things, and why we're doing things. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on to number 6.
6.
On the next page.
Paul have used
Has, because it's past.
Used Apollos and Nas
Himself.
himself.
Right, because we're going to a third party. I'm myself, right? But you're himself.
Yeah.
When I'm talking. So when you're talking about Paul, you're going to talk about himself instead of Paul saying myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Himself to illustrate. If you pay attention, I have worded. Him have worded from the scriptures.
No, you have to use quoted there. Or I have repeated the scriptures. Right? Because quoted means you did it word for word. Like when you read this the first time, you're reading from here, you're quoting from here. Because you're reading the exact same thing, and that's what he's trying to say. I quoted from the scriptures. I just read you what was in the scriptures. Okay? So there's a difference between I told you what was in the scriptures, which means that I put it in my own words. I basically said the same thing, but I used my own words. If I quoted from the scriptures, I used the exact words. Okay, so there's a difference there in context. Okay, go ahead.
Paul says, gives you the right to make such a judgment.
Such a judgment.
Such.
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 No, like see.
Such.
Right.
Judgment. And do you have that God hasn't if you everything you have is from God.
Right. Very good. Right. So what it's saying is, don't judge the scriptures. Right. Don't judge the Bible. Okay, so don't stand in judgment of the Bible, the word of the Bible. Don't try to say, well, that doesn't make sense. I've heard people say that. I'm a Christian, but I don't pay attention to this part of the Bible because I disagree with it. And that's not how it works. If you're a Christian, you believe the Bible. You have to believe the whole Bible, right? So, and it says, like, the Bible is the Word of God. So, you have no authority to change what God said in the Bible. Right? So you have to believe the Bible. And you have to try your best to live by it. And follow what's in it. Very good. Let's go on to 8.
Paul says them have anything they need, and them think
They.
they
Yes. They have everything they need.
they have anything they need, and they think they are already rich.
Very good.
And they have begun to win in God's kingdom within us.
Okay, hang on a sec. I just want to clarify this. You see the word rain?
Rain?
Yep. You see the word rain? Do you know what that means? Do you know the meaning of the word?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a king. When you reign, you are like a king. Okay, so I want you to be aware of that. Because it's spelled different than rain that falls from the sky, and it has a different meaning. So I wanted to make sure that you understood what it meant. Good stuff.
And Paul wish Paul ready were already, and we would be reigning with you.
Okay, so do you understand what that means?
Yeah.
Okay, can you explain it? Can you explain it? Or do you want some help? Eventually, okay, so now you're just starting and I'm testing you to see how far, okay? Eventually, like in the next few weeks, you're going to be the one doing what I'm about to do. Okay?
Yeah. Yes.
So, I'm preparing you for this, and this is why I'm asking you, because, and it takes time, right? Don't get me wrong, and it's not a problem, but, so you need to go back, you need to look at it, right? And what he's saying is, you think that, you already think that you're so godly and everything, that you have no fear of going to hell. You already think that you're guaranteed to go to heaven the way you live. Right? And what he's saying is, I really wish that it was that easy, but you don't. Right? And that's where the end comes in. I wish you really were that good, because then we'd be with you. Right? But then what he says what he says in verse 9 is, but you're not. Yet sometimes it seems like you're more worried about us than you are God. Right? Sometimes it seems like you're more worried about the people than you are the message of God. And that's what he means by, think God has put us apostles on display. Right? So you think, some people think that listening to the pastor makes them go to heaven. Right? And it's not. It's following God. Now, listening to the pastor is a good idea to learn how to follow God. But listening to the pastor isn't how you get saved. Following God is how you get saved. Right? So it's saying, and that's what it means by prisoners of war at a victor's parade. We have become a spectacle, right? So don't let the people giving the message of God be more important than God. Right? And that's the message that he's trying to drive home here. I'm just telling you about God. Listening to me isn't going to save you. Right? Listening to me and then following God, or listening to someone and following God, doesn't matter. You don't have to listen to anyone. If you follow God, you're going to be saved. If you follow Jesus Christ, you're going to be saved. Right? So what he's doing is he's taking the focus off of himself and he's putting it back on God. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So, and this is why, and again, like I said, that this is all a learning process, right? And you're getting much, much better. So we're going to build up until this is a conversation we're having. And it'll probably take a month, like another 3-4 weeks, right? But you're getting better every time at understanding it. And that's the important thing here. So we can, we'll continue with this, and we'll continue going and talking about it and bringing it up. Your reading is getting excellent. I can tell that you're understanding what's there. You're having a little bit of, your obstacle right now is figuring out how to put your thoughts into words. To say your own thing. And a big part of that isn't that you don't know how to do it. I think it's that you're not confident enough to do it. I think if you were brave enough to try, you would be surprised how much you could do. Because you are extremely skilled. You are learning very fast. Okay? So you're a very smart young man. Okay? So you will, once you get your confidence up, once you realize how good you are, you're going to get way better. Because you're going to be confident, you're going to be trying stuff, and you're not going to be holding back as much. Okay? But you did great. I'm going to get you the next lesson as soon as you can so you can start reading it. And again, get more confident in what it says. And then for our next lesson, you'll be prepared. Again. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, but great work today. I'm very proud of you. You did good. And thank you everyone for watching. I hope that you're learning from this. You're learning English. You're learning a little bit about the Bible. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I hope that you find it interesting, right? And even if you're not a Christian, even if, at least you can find out how other people think, and you can understand why certain people act the way they act. And I think this is important in understanding each other. Okay? So thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great day.